You're wounded and it's time to go. This is what the Lord laid in my spirit, guys. I was getting ready to settle in for the evening and I heard the word, you're wounded and it's time to go. There's some of you that you've been just going through some things. It could be with family members. It could be in ministries. It could be in personal relationships. You are wounded and it's time to go. The Lord is calling you out and up to him. He's calling you to a place where you can be, it's like a place, guys, where you can be restored. You can be healed. You know, if you imagine you have a wound and you keep staying in the environment, and no matter how much you're trying to guard yourself and protect yourself, no matter how much you're trying to show those individuals that have wounded you that you are not the enemy, no matter how much you're trying to extend an olive branch to you, they continue to inflict pain in that same area. And so your wound is becoming gaping. You are bleeding out spiritually. And if you don't remove yourself from these individuals, if you don't change your surroundings, if you don't take heed to the voice of God, you're going to bleed out. You're going to die. And guys, I'm here to tell you spiritual death is worse than physical death. God is calling you up. You're wounded. He's calling you to a place of healing. He's calling you to his secret place, a place of restoration, a place where you can be removed from the chains and all those things that are keeping you bound. He wants to replenish you. He wants to restore you. He wants to take the splinters out. He wants to heal your wounds, your scars, your keloids. A lot of you are walking around filled with keloids. And if anyone does not know what keloids are, it's when you have a scar and it becomes raised. It doesn't heal. It doesn't blend smoothly in the skin. It just stands out and it looks it's different from the rest of your skin. Okay? So many of you are walking around with spiritual keloids, but God is saying, I'm calling you. I've been calling you. I opened your eyes. I showed you the situation. I showed you who they are, but you continue to stay around them. And though they may try to act good and try to act better and improve for a bit, it's only to keep you there. It's only to keep you there for as long as they can keep you there until they have another step, another platform that they can take, until something else opens up. And you're going to find that person is going to leave you there to die, to wither, to shrivel, to bleed out. God is saying you're wounded and he's calling you to a place of healing. He's calling you to a place of safety. Because if you don't and you continue to stay there, they're going to continue to wound you, wound you, wound you, wound you. What was a little cut becomes a bigger cut. What was just a superficial wound goes deeper. It's going deeper into the layers. And now you're bleeding and it was just oozing. And you were doing, your capillaries were trying to close the bleeding, but they keep cutting you in there. So now you have a gaping wound and you're losing yourself. You're losing your life. Some of you feel like you're losing your mind. When you feel like you're losing your mind, that is a condition of your spirit man. God is calling you up higher. You're wounded. You're wounded. God is calling you to himself. He's calling you out of the way of danger. He's trying to prevent you. He's trying to keep you out of harm's way. He's doing what he's doing for you, but you have to make the choice to follow him. I see the Lord just standing there with his hand extended, saying, are you coming? I see his hands extended. I see the nail prints there in his hands, my brothers and sisters. And he's saying, are you coming? Are you coming? I've showed you everything. Are you coming with me? Will you take that step of faith with me? Will you take that leap of faith with me? Will you trust me with your life and everything? Because if you stay, you're going to bleed out and you're going to die.